And I recognize all the protocols, including our student leaders, the chairman, the SecGen, and the entire union, and all the comrades in this hall from multimedia and other universities. Again, comrades power. Many years back, I was where you are today, because back then in KU, I was a student leader, and we used to have these kind of events running the entire week, the cultural week. And the culmination was exactly what you are doing today. And therefore, today I feel like an undergrad. I feel like a real comrade today, having joining you this evening. I am also very happy, as the MC stated, to have also been a comrade in the last few months, where I graduated with Masters in economics in the University of Nairobi, and also another Masters again. Actually, UN was MA Economics, and KU was Masters in Economics, Policy and Management. And therefore, I am glad to be here as a graduate who just graduated the other day. I have just a few points. One is that even as we gather here today to celebrate our culture, to celebrate ourselves as comrades, I want to put it very clearly that the diversity of Kenya, the way we are, in terms of we have different languages, we come from different areas, that should unite us more than tear us apart. And I have seen in many instances that as Kenyans, we are peaceful people, we are united. But it is mostly us as politicians who exploit those fault lines for our own benefit. And I am glad that in this hall, there is a new generation of Kenyans. Kenyans who have refused to be divided on the basis of where they come from and their mother tongue and their language. And this is the kind of Kenya that we must continue progressing and building. Comrades power. The second thing that I want to highlight to all of us comrades, hata kama leo najua ni siku ya sherehe, sio siku ya kuongea story mob, lakini ni vizuri niwaeleza, because I know we are in different years here. They are first years up to 4th years. Ukiwa university, unachukua muda tu sio ya kupita mtihani. Not just getting a first class or a second upper or any other grade. You must also get that grade in your character and your personality. And university is an arena where you are able to refine yourself in those respects. You are able to refine yourself if you want to become a leader in the very near future. The university is where you learn about public speaking, and not just holding the mic, talking to the people's minds, but also talking to the people's hearts. It is in the university that you can make your personality more progressive and more refined. Because we are born the way we are born, but we have the way and capacity to continue refining ourselves to be better every day. And I challenge all of us to take up that challenge, to be a better person, not just in academics, but also to be a better person when it comes to refining your character and refining your personality. Na hiyo ingine, I know we came to the university to study, but majority of us, after studying na kupata hiyo degree, kitu ya kwanza tunataka ni kutafuta job. Lakini hatujiulizangi hizi jobs tunatafuta from who? I want to challenge all of us in this hall. Tukitoka multimedia, the shortest way to become a millionaire, the shortest route into you getting the kind of money you aspire to get, it is not out of getting a job. It is out of creating a job for yourself and for many other people. And it doesn't matter the field. Businesses exist in every sector and in every field. And I challenge all of us to take up that challenge, to also be business creators, to be job creators, opportunity creators, job creators, and not just job seekers. Na pia tujue maneno ya kuinvest, bado tukiwa campus. Tusijue tu ni kununua shamba peke yake. Study on how to invest in shares, how to invest in the capital markets, how to invest in many other ways so that by the time una graduate alafu unatafuta unaelekea wapi. You should get the path right immediately when you are in the university. Na ya mwisho, comrades power. Comrades woye. Mimi nafurahi sana kwa sababu pale kwetu Kiharu, na najua kuna watu wa Kiharu hapa. Na najua hapa kuna future members of parliament in this hall. I know there are future women reps, future governors, and even higher positions. Na mimi nafurahi kwa sababu pale Kiharu hata kama tunashikilia comrades na maneno ya bursaries, pia tunashikilia wenye wanataka ama wako kwa mtaratara ya kuingia ma universities. Na ndio maana pale Kiharu in our day secondary schools, school fees per term unalipa punch peke yake ama 500. Na wanakula huko shuleni. Na tunafanya mambo mengi ya kuinua masomo. Na ndio nimesema mimi kama Ndindi Nyoro going forward, starting by the time we launch Kiharu Masomo Bora of 2026, that I am taking up the challenge. Even if I'll be alone, I am taking up that challenge. The challenge of making sure that Kenya provides free basic education across all the communities in Kenya. Na mimi nimesema nagoja bunge ifuguliwe. I'm waiting for us to resume back in parliament, because my agenda by the time you are getting back to parliament, I want to push and I want to recommend to my colleagues that we get 10 billion Kenya shillings from NGCDF. Then we get 10 billion Kenya shillings from our governor's equitable share. And then we tell the government to stop renovating the big offices. They also raise 10 billion Kenya shillings. So that we raise a kitty of 30 billion Kenya shillings, so that we make all our day secondary schools free and totally free, including the lunch program in our day secondary schools. And I have been attending many comrades events. I had the opportunity ya kuenda University of Nairobi, the last dinner ya doctors, na the other one ya engineers. And I am very shocked that in those premium courses, you can hardly get a person who attended a day school across Kenya or attended a school other than national schools. And that is not a very good demographic. Kwa sababu wale watu wengi wanaenda national schools, wanaenda huko kwa sababu wazazi wao wako na uwezo. And for that reason pia, it is good that we recalibrate pia vile tunaitwa katika courses in our universities, so that we get children from families that hawana mapato ya juu sana, pia wakijoin universities, wanafanya engineering, wanafanya mambo ya kuwa doctors, so that we continue to build a Kenya where every child and every young person has an opportunity to become whatever they want to become. Na hiyo jukumu mimi nimechukua. Na najua comrades munaitikia hiyo jukumu nichukue. Ya kwamba Kenya, as I finish, Kenya cannot continue to wait. We cannot wait for another year for Kenya to offer free basic education. And we don't want that issue to become an agenda in next year during campaigns. We want that agenda to be done now. Kenya to provide free basic education so that we can continue to give every Kenyan an opportunity to prosper. Na hayo mengi. Asanteni sana.
Haya.
Nawapenda sana.